MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to Petco Park in San Diego. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series. The
build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Fergie Jenkins will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, not a bad way to hang your hat. 300 career wins coming into this one here, and he'd certainly like to add to that to get to 301. Hey, who knows? Maybe career number 400 is not out of the reach for this guy. He's still one of the game's top pitchers.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson Profar. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he has constantly grinded the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
First pitch on the way. Derek Jeter is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. You can command that with movement. It's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
The 2-2. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ballgame as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
You talk about setting the tone for your team offensively. Everyone's allowed to relax now, pass the baton mentality, and if that's any indication where these next 9 innings are going, buckle up, fans.
To the plate now, Bernie Williams, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
All the makings of a big inning right here. 1 already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Jose Canseco is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gonzalez will camp under this one, and that will retire the side. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. Dwight Gooden gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Here's Will Myers. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Two and two.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that brings up Grady Sizemore. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming in. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the paths these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Now it'll be Luis Gonzalez looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. High in the air out to center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. They trail this one 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Tim Raines. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one, strike 1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
A ball and a strike now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Alfonso Soriano is on deck. grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the second base.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
A ball and a strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that
ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Wade Boggs is at the plate as he watches ball one. Grounded up the first baseline. Onto the bag with it is Killebrew, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in now one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Harmon Killebrew is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Fernando Tatis Jr. stands in as he looks at ball one here. And that one right down Main Street.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Jones, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taken control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Austin Nola is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Jurickson Profar is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Struck him out. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. New inning set to get underway. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. First pitch on its way.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1 on its way to Posada. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Count full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Sizemore is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So here is Dwight Gooden. Now here it comes.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he falls behind 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Stepping in once again is Derek Jeter. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up. Pitch on the way. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses 1-1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is. 2
balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Sizemore has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Now at the plate is Fergie Jenkins as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher.
In there, no balls and a strike.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. So here's Will Myers, second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. And a high strike there, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Grady Sizemore will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. Back with more from Game 3 after this. In the box, Bernie Williams. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Williams is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Myers is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
The batter,
So the next to bat will be Tino Martinez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
I think the big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Tino Martinez sent packing for the second out of the inning. Here's the first pitch. Jose Canseco will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Myers retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They lead it 1-0. Now to bat, Luis Gonzalez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So one out, nobody aboard, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Lined into right, a base hit.
The first baseman, number 3.
Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. They still trail 1-0. Now to the plate, here is Tim Raines. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Gonzalez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And now pitch on the way. Alfonso Soriano comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. One run, just one hit, and one error on the Yankee line score so far.
2-0.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2 balls and a strike now. That's 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Popped him up. Nola is right there. Yeah, that's out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And he pops it up. Jones just to the left of the mound, and he makes the play. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Austin Nola is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Next to the plate for the Padres, Jurickson Profar, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way out to left center. Canseco will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 31.
Up next, Fergie Jenkins looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jorge Posada. First offering on its way. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Now the pitch.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Full count now. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Next to hit, Dwight Goodwin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
It's 2-0 now. And the pitch. And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
They teach kids the same thing they teach pros here. When the ball is coming in tight like that, you don't open yourself up to it. You turn your back and absorb the blow. The thunk sounds a lot worse than it hurts. At least that's what they say.
He's set. Here it comes. Derek Jeter is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Gooden stands at first with one out. Hit on the ground out to short. Profar for one. Back to Killebrew. The double play, and the side is retired. Down in order goes. The batter will be Grady Sizemore. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
The center fielder.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's out number one.
The left fielder, number 20. Ruiz.
Now to the plate, Luis Gonzalez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So now to the plate, Chipper Jones. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Williams has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. And now, Bernie Williams. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
But the runner's back easily. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. And again a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. From the stretch. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
From the stretch, Jose Canseco is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Williams, base runner at first with one out. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Swing and a miss on the fourth ball there, and they're even at 2-2 now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Darryl Strawberry will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. First delivery to him. And he fouls this one off.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3 and 2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0 and 2 to work the count back to 3 and 2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Has a look, now the pitch. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Sizemore is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for the Yankees.
Next to dig in, Alfonso Soriano. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, not even close with that one. He's behind 0-1.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
This is lifted out to left. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. The Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. Darryl Strawberry stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Now playing right field, number 18.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew.
Though you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
The 1-1 home. Canseco is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now another 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
fly ball to straightaway left. Canseco finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Padres down in order. They're down 1-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Drew Pomeranz is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot. Following the double switch. Jimmy Rollins will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Nola is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Posada is retired, 2 down now. Now to Don Mattingly. Will grab a bat hit for the pitcher here.
Number 23.
First pitch on its way. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Alan Trammell is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Stanton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now the first pitch.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
Jurickson Profar is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Hey, Matty V, this guy had it going in this one. You look down at the bottom of that scroll. 10 strikeouts. He hit that swing and miss stuff from the beginning all the way to the end in this one.
And it's fouled away. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Will Myers, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail this one 1-0. Emilio Pagan enters from the pen to start the 9th.
Number 14. Emilio Pagan.
Now the first pitch.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Bernie Williams, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw on to Killebrew. 2 down. Here comes Tino Martinez. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Myers going back. Still going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 1-0. into the box. Grady Sizemore. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Williams is there, one away. Stepping in next, Luis Gonzalez. He bounced out last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Count is even, a ball and a strike to Luis Gonzalez.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. The 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now back, the third baseman.
Padres down to their final out now. And standing in now, one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get the head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. San Diego down to their final strike. Taken that time by Chipper as the count draws even at 2-2. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk it, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Next to stand in is Harmon Killebrew. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Jones is off at first with 2 away. Fouled off.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Tommy Pham will be called upon.
Number 28.
Mariano Rivera takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the 9th. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Now he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. High in the air out to center field. He brings it in, and the Yankees are going to take home field advantage right back. They win Game 3 to go up 2 games to 1 as this one is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. New York have taken a 2-1 lead in this World Series. Dwight Gooden is the winning pitcher of record. Fergie Jenkins is settled with the loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight: